Hall pass monitors, huh? Giving passes to Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, huh? Now look, a lot of people talking about this potential fight with Tank versus Vasily Lomachenko. It's good, it's good. But let's not forget that Teofimo Lopez took care of that dirty work 4 years ago. And he fought Vasily Lomachenko when Vasily Lomachenko was regarded pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. And I see that this community rarely ask Tank or his team, Calvin Ford, Coach Kenny, a potential fight with Teofimo Lopez, the 140-pound lineal champion. The Ring magazine just said that if Tank couldn't be fighting Vasily Lomachenko, they're going to be fighting for the Ring magazine. I mean, I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I agree 100% with that because there's still Shakur Stevenson, who is the champion as well, undefeated. So I don't know. I don't think that they should. Not yet. But anyway, it is what it is. And Devin Haney had the strap in 140. He needed to vacate the strap because they already won the purse bid, and he don't want to fight Sando Martin, the guy that gave, Teofimo Lopez some competition. And it would have been smart by Devin Haney to fighting Sando Martin to gauge his performance, and I think he would have been back into contentions, and people would have more confidence in Devin the Dream Haney after getting beat down by Ryan Garcia. But why nobody was talking about, why a lot of people didn't make a big story of what Bob Arum said, that if Devin Haney doesn't want to fight Sando Martin, he could easily drop the belt and then fight for the belt versus Teofimo Lopez and the lineal champion. He'll be right back to where he feels he needs to be in pound for pound, top 5 if he beats Teofimo Lopez, which you don't know, he ain't going to do that. But anyway, it's the opportunity, right? In the sport of boxing, it's about opportunity. And I could see, when we're talking about the sport of boxing, I hear this all the time, that Teofimo Lopez fight to the level of his competition, perform to the level of his competition. And I see the hurdles that, or the banana peels y'all give Teofimo Lopez, right? In terms of let's as a community talk about the best fight in the best, right? If we feel like Gervonta Davis is speed, power, athleticism above anybody in the 135-pound division, and probably in the 140-pound division, of which he went up there already and knocked out and stopped Mario Barrios. In which that victory did age well when Mario Barrios moving up to the 147-pound division and being Dennis Ugas, who retired Manny Pacquiao, right? And his power translate, right? His team says that his power translates to the middleweight, that he be hurting middleweights, super middleweights in sparring, right? But why nobody likes to talk about Tank versus Teo? See, because y'all want to give Tank a pass. And see, because when y'all say that, well, Teofimo Lopez fight to the level of his competition, if Tank Davis is a great fighter, like many of you already have said it, I think that he's a great talent. I'm not going to say that his resume and career is a great, where I put him in pound for pound, look, you know what I'm saying, close to, I hear people saying pound for pound, top 5. Really? Now he ain't no 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed. Terrence Bud Crawford, 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed. Alexander Usyk, 2-division world champion, 2-division undisputed. Canelo Alvarez, 4-division champion, 1-division undisputed. Teofimo Lopez, 2-division lineal champion, should have been recognized, could have been recognized by everybody if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing. The first male to win in the 4-belt era, the 2-division undisputed, by the age of 25. What has Tank done to even accomplish wise? That he looked good, highlight reels, good, okay. But anyway, why people don't shame, force Tank to dare to be great? Because we say that a lot of people say he's a great fighter. We got Stephen A. Smith saying that he's pound for pound number 1. We got Bernard Hopkins saying he's pound for pound number 1. Everybody gotta earn their stripes, except for Gervonta Davis, just because he looked good. He passes the eye test. And his best matchup right now is, on paper, is Vasily Lomachenko, somebody that Teofimo Lopez took care of 4 years ago. Why y'all giving Tank a pass and y'all giving Devin Haney a pass? Because also Devin Haney, I remember when Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor and then he announced retirement, and the WBO gave him a deadline if he's going to really retire, so vacate the belt. Devin Haney requested for him to fight for the potential vacant title versus Arnold Barboza. Teofimo Lopez says, hell no. I ain't retired. You want to fight for the WBO world title? Nah, fight me. And then he ran to the WBC and fought Regis Prograis. Now he got the opportunity, the open opportunity. Of course, Teofimo Lopez is going to be fighting June 29th, Miami, Florida versus Steve Claggett. And of course, many of us is predicted that he's going to beat Steve Claggett. It's a showcase fight. He got to look spectacular. Performance is key for this upcoming fight, right? Ain't nobody pressuring Devin the Dream Haney. He's taking the break and stuff like that, right? He said he already vacated the title, so he's already in line to fight a Teofimo Lopez. But ain't nobody shaming Devin Haney. Ain't nobody shaming Tank Davis. Maybe because Teofimo Lopez has done something that a lot of people don't like. To be humbled. See, you didn't believe Teofimo Lopez versus. A lot of people didn't believe Teofimo Lopez, like Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward, for Teofimo Lopez to face Richard Comey after his performance versus Nakatani. You didn't believe in Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko. He was the underdog. You didn't believe in Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor. And at the end of the day, he shuts everybody up and everybody is on silence when it comes to the community of the sport of boxing. People like to say, well, how much is Teofimo Lopez you know, how many seats is that people bought? How many pay-per-view and stuff like that? They like to, y'all want to be financial advisors and accountant when it comes to a potential fight with Gervonta Davis and Teofimo Lopez. I want to start being pocket watchers and counting seats. Oh, this is the reason why Tank. What has Teofimo Lopez sold? What has... Because you know that because you believe that Teofimo Lopez fights and performs to the level of his competition, that if he fights Gervonta Davis and you believe he's great, he will perform to the level of his competition and humble you like he did versus Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor. If he fights to the level of his competition, you know what he will do to Devin the Dream Haney. And then people, when he's calling out Terrence Bud Crawford to dare to be great, it seems like when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, y'all make daring to be great. Y'all water down daring to be great. Y'all push his daring to be great to the side. When he's calling out Terrence Bud Crawford, y'all be like, Teofimo Lopez is not ready. Look how he performed versus Jermaine Ortiz. Come on. There's a flip side to that, right? You can't contradict yourself. There's a flip side to performing to the level of his competition. If you believe that Teofimo Lopez fights to the level of his competition, then you know that he will show up versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Hey, Timothy Bradley finally agreed. Y'all scared to be humbled. And because Teofimo Lopez is a guy in the sport of boxing that probably out of all the high invested fighters, elite fighters, have humbled. If you could tell me any fighter who has humbled the boxing world more, it's been the two-time lineal champion, Teofimo Lopez. He got that two-time lineal champion by being the underdog. And you don't want him to prove you for the third time. So you give Gervonta Davis a pass and act like this fight with Vasily Lomachenko is the ultimate. It's the ultimate. Nah, that's not the same Vasily Lomachenko that fought Teofimo Lopez. But he's coming with great momentum and is the best name in Tank Davis' resume. Teofimo Lopez will be the best matchup for Tank. The speed, the power, and the athleticism, the combination of IQ, the combination of all of that is what makes Teo versus Tank the fight. But y'all know how Teo performs when he performs to the level of his competition. So y'all want to push Teofimo Lopez to the side. I can see a pattern here. We'll see. I mean, the only thing that Tank Davis could do versus Loma is do what nobody else did, is stop Loma. There's been 3 L's versus Loma, and there's only be one that was not controversial, and that was the Teofimo Lopez victory. And then he moved up. I remember when Gervonta Davis moved up to 140, and then, hey, if you could be Mario Barrios, they asked Leonard Ellaby, what about Josh Taylor? And when Josh Taylor was undisputed, Leonard Ellaby said that Josh Taylor got nothing to offer Tank. Does Teofimo Lopez got something to offer Tank? Speed, power, athleticism, IQ, and accomplishment? Nah, y'all don't want that work. You guys, collectively, the boxing community, have let down what daring to be great really is and really what should be in the morals of the sport of boxing. Y'all complain about fighters not fighting the best. Y'all complain about, why is Teofimo Lopez fighting Steve Claggett? Because guys like Tank Davis and Devin Haney and Subriel Matias and Jose Ramirez in 140 pounds didn't step up when they gave the contract. So here's a Jermaine Ortiz and out of Steve Claggett, and you're mad. And then you didn't respect the Bud Crawford. That could have been Leniu at 140 versus Leniu at 147. You didn't respect the call out. So now Terrence Bud Crawford, you give him a pass and go to 154 and fight a guy that we know that he's going to beat. Something about Teofimo Lopez that you guys don't want to keep it real. Everybody is good to dare to be great, but when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, you don't want him to dare to be great, because what you're going to see is greatness, and his greatness humbles you. It is what it is. Check out this Saturday, June 29th, Miami, Florida, ESPN, Teofimo Lopez versus Steve Claggett. And he's going to do what Tank Davis do. 5 guys that you ain't known, that never been a champion, and create a highlight reel. So he probably could be in your top 5 pound for pound. Because when he's a 2-time lineal champion, what's that? He doesn't sell. You don't care about him being great. Care about him looking good, and that's that no matter who he fights. It is what it is. Well, this is what you wanted, this is what you get. Steve Claggett, Teofimo Lopez, and watch a spectacular performance by Teofimo Lopez.